Hey exterior cleaning business owners, my name is Jonathan Henderson with Pressure Washing Marketing Pros. In today's video, I want to go over some case studies for the month of May for some of the results that our clients got. And in today's video, I'm going to show you clients, as this current client that you guys see on the screen is from Pennsylvania. The next one I'm going to show you is going to be Texas, Virginia, one's in Florida, another one will be Indiana, and another one will be in Tennessee, right? So I'm just going to show you different areas, geographic areas, locations, and all of that so you guys have a wide spectrum of the type of results that we get here at Pressure Washing Marketing Pros, right? And what these results mean and how to read and interpret results. So if you're new to the channel, like I said, I break down case studies of how clients' performance went during certain months. And so this month, as you guys can see, the duration will be from May 1st to the 31st of 2022. So we'll go over the results and explain all of that for you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. So first things first, like I said, this is a client that's in Pennsylvania that we had. Now this client's campaign didn't start off the best in the first month that we ran it, which was March, right? But ever since April and May, he's been killing it. So let's go over these numbers right now. So if you guys are, like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, we're going to talk about conversions, right? Conversions basically mean leads. And these are people that either called or they submitted a contact form, right? And then when we mean by cost per conversion, that is basically cost per lead, right? And so as we already know, those are what those numbers mean. When we talk about conversion rate, that basically means out of how many clicks the client got, how many of those ended up being a lead. So as you can see, out of 166 clicks, 35 of them ended up being a lead. Therefore, if you do, 35 out of 166, you'll get 21.08% when it comes to conversion rate, right? And so, like I said, a good cost per conversion for any pressure washing, like a really good one, for pressure washing clients is anything, in my opinion, below $50, right? Anything below $50 is really good, and that's the spot that you want to be at. So the average cost per click that we had was about $10, $9.94. The client spent $1,650, and as you see, he got 35 leads, and each lead was about $47 that he got. And like I said, he's converting at 21%. And once again, what is the average conversion rate, right, for Google Ads? Let's see, average conversion rate for Google Ads. I have gone over this already with a lot of you guys, but as you can see, it's 3.48% on the search network, which is the only network that we use. We don't use the display network, we use search network. So as you can tell, those are really good numbers. As you can see, 3.48% on the search network, that's the average. And we're obliterating that, right? We're obliterating that. So if I do average conversion rate for pressure washing Google Ads, right? If I go ahead and I do that, like I said, I guess he changed his stuff from this reputable company, but they say that their conversion rate is anywhere between 15 to 25%, around 18%. We usually see about 20% in our business. For our stuff right here, there's our website, but we usually see about 20% for our conversion rates for a lot of clients, as you guys will see in this video. So yeah, like I said, for this client, 21% conversion rate, about 35 leads, $47 a lead. So this client's average ticket is around $600. So you can already tell that this client made a lot of money with us. I usually break down the numbers, but if the client closed 20 of these leads and his average is, and I'll use my phone right here, if you close about 20 of these leads and his average ticket is about $600, that's $12,000 right there, guys, that the client could have closed from investing $2,000, right? Our management fee on top of his ad cost, he's sitting kind of pretty. Now this next client, right? This next client is out of Texas. So this client, we just started running their campaign towards like the end of April, in that time frame, but we had very good results with this client in the month of May. As you can see, this client spent $1,900, right? So this client spent $1,900, and at that point, you see that he got about 34 leads, and he converted about 24%, I'll say 23.5%, right? And each lead costed him about 56, or them, I should say, costed them about $56, which this is a very expensive area. For this client that's in Texas, this is a market that is known to be a little bit pricier, right? So the average cost per click about $13. That's fine. Like I said, we're using a bidding strategy where we're not being super aggressive with this campaign now. In the very beginning, we were kind of aggressive with this campaign, but we implemented another bidding strategy to where we could definitely lower his cost per conversion down and lower how much he's paying per click, right? So like I said, these are the kind of numbers I want to see. Their average ticket is around $400. So even if they closed half of these leads, which is 17 leads, right? If I do 17 times 400, that's $6,800, right, guys? So if the client invested about $2,300, $2,400 with us and got $6,800 back with that, then I call that a win, right? I call that a good win when it comes to that. But yeah, this client's campaign, they're spending. I tell guys, if you really want to see results with Google Ads, you have to spend money. You're going to have to spend money, which I'm going to show you other client examples where you don't have to spend a boatload of money, but I always say you want to spend at least $1,000. Want to spend at least $1,000 if you want to open up your campaign. We have clients that get like 15 leads, 10 to 15 leads a month, and they only spend, $800 to $1,000, right? Because their area only warrants that kind of spend. But yeah, like I said, if you want to be good, if you want to put a dent in the market, the more you spend, especially with a professional company like ours, the more you get out of it. Now, if we look at this campaign from this client, this campaign's doing really good as well. This client is actually in Virginia, right? So this is a Virginia client that we have of ours. And so as you can look right here, he got 61 leads. As you can see, conversions, he got 61 leads during this time frame. His average cost per click was about $14. He converted almost 33% of people that visited his ad. He spent $2,600 and he was paying about $43 per lead. So these are very, very, very good numbers. Like I said, this is a client of ours in Virginia. But like I said, 61 leads, and his average ticket is pretty damn high. Like I talk to him all the time. His average ticket is pretty damn high. But like I said, his average ticket is around anywhere between $600 to $800, and his close ratio is not as good when it comes to Google Ads. He closes about, I would say, 30% of our leads that we bring him. So if, this client's closing about 30%, we do 61 times 0.3. So he closes, let's just say 18 leads out of this, but 18 times, like I said, 800, that's $14,000 anyway. So with as many leads as we're bringing him, and he even says it himself, he's like, Jonathan, I only close like 30% of these Google Ads leads that you bring us anyway, man. But our average ticket, $600 to $800 in that sense. Looking at it right now, he makes money off of it. It puts, stuff on his calendar. I will say routinely, he averages probably about $8,000, you know what I mean, when it comes to what we do for him with Google Ads. So, with his ad budget that he has, and then also the $500 with our Google Ads management fee, you're looking at $3,000 to get $8,000. So who wouldn't want to do that? At least two and a half X the money that you have, right? But on a lot of months, he does a lot better. He does a lot better than, his close ratio says. But yeah, 61 leads, $2,600 in spend, 32% conversion rate, it's getting about $42 or $43 per lead. Now this client, right? This client, they know who they are. They watch our videos, so they're going to know who they are. But this is a client we have in Florida, one of the major cities out there in Florida. And this client only does paver sealing and roof cleaning Google Ads. Like, he does pressure washing as well, but we focus it on just paver sealing and roof cleaning for his Google Ads, right? And like I said, it's worked out very well. So these two campaigns, as you can see, if we combine both campaigns, you can see that overall. But I'll start with the separate campaign first. So for paver sealing, right? As you guys know, his average ticket for paver sealing's at least $1,200 and up, right? So we've had better months when it comes to paver sealing. We have had better months. But he spent $1,300, right? His average cost per click was $20 for pay per ceiling. He got 11 leads, and his average cost per conversion for these pay per ceiling leads, which usually ours is around $60-$70. But this month, I don't know, it's kind of expensive, but it was $125, and he had about a 16% conversion rate, which, like I said, in other previous months, we've done way better in that sense, right? But like I said, sometimes with the rainy season, weather, all of that, pay per ceiling can take a hit. But the one thing about it, though, when it comes to this pay per ceiling campaign, right, when it comes to this, is that these are super qualified leads. So I know for a fact from the horse's mouth of him that he closed at least, $5,000 to $6,000 worth of work from this campaign, right? And he spent $1,300. Spent $1,300 and he closed at least $5,000 worth of work when it comes to these pay per ceiling leads. And it could have been more. I know on other months he does a lot more than that when it comes to, our pay per ceiling leads that we bring him on a month. But this, am I super satisfied with that? No. Like I said, we were seeing abnormal numbers from what we usually do. But yeah, right? So for us in that sense, I kind of look at it and I'm like, you know what? Hey, I know we'll get better because we've had way better months when it comes to this pay per ceiling campaign. Now, roof cleaning, on the other hand, has been really good, right? So he spent $962 and for his roof cleaning campaign, and he got 19 leads. And it's about $51 per lead, and he's converting at 38%, right? 38% overall when it comes to that. And his average roof job is around $400 to $500. I know he closes a lot of these roof leads, and he upsells as well. So like I said, this client's made a lot of money with this. Let's just put it that way, right? He upsells a lot of his roof cleaning jobs. Overall, he got 30 leads. 19 of those were, as you know, roof cleaning, and 11 of those were that. But like I said, if, he spent $2,300, his average cost per lead, when it comes to pay per ceiling and when it comes to roof cleaning was about $78, right? Combined, and he was converting at about 25%. So overall, like I said, this client paid us $500. He spent $2,300, so $2,800 investment, and like I said, 15K in work, right? So this client basically they 5 to 6x their money with us every single month, right? Now I'll go to this other client as well. So this client is actually a client that we have in Indiana. We just started their campaign about a month ago. Actually, during this month, it was like a week, like the first week of May. So it wasn't the entire month, but still, he got really good numbers. So for you guys, I don't want to spend a lot and you want to reach that $1,000 minimum. This client did that, right? So in this client's campaign, he spent about $1,100, right? He got 17 leads. And each lead costed him about $66, and he converted at a 22% conversion rate, right? And when it comes to this, for this client's campaign, he doesn't close. He closes probably about 50% of our Google Ads leads, but his average tickets for the jobs that we bring him around $400 to $500. So even at that, a $1,600 investment, our $500 management fee, and then you add that on top of his ad budget of $1,100, that's $1,600. And then, as you already know, the conversions with that, if he closed half of those leads at about, even if he closed half of those leads at $400, right? Let's just say $400. At that point, that's $3,200, which I know he's done more personally. I know he's done better than that, but that's $3,200. You put in, like I said, $1,800, you get $3,200 back. Like I said, that's still somewhat of a 2x. Well, that's 900, like I said, that could be, it's still pretty good, I would say, in that sense. But I know personally the client's done a lot better. But like I said, I always just give, for the new viewers out there, I always just give you guys real tangible numbers. Not saying, I know the client's real numbers, but I don't want to put that out there in Front Street. But yeah, this client is in Indiana. His campaign is doing good. It's right where we want it at. We can lower the cost per conversion, which I think we'll do over these months, which you guys might see in the next videos that we'll have on a month-to-month basis. But yeah, for this client, we're looking at it. We're kind of right where we want to be at for this. Now, when we look at this client's campaign, this client is a client that's in Tennessee. And as you know, in Tennessee, he's in one of those cities where it's really expensive and a lot of competition to run Google ads in, right? So for this client, he spends about $2,400, gets about 32 leads, spending about $75 per lead, and has about a 24% conversion rate when it comes to his Google ads, right? And so when I look at this, am I so satisfied with these numbers? No, but compared to what we got last month, I can be definitely happy with these type of numbers. But we can get better. Usually his cost per lead is lower than this, usually in the 60s. But like I said, we're definitely going to work on that in these upcoming months. I can tell you already, the end of the month brought this cost per lead down. And like I said, I know I'm making this video in June, but still, I'm looking at it, and his campaign is going right where we want it going into June, right? So as you know, spent about $2,400, got 32 leads, $75 a lead, 24% conversion rate. So basically 1 out of 5 people, or 1 out of 4 people end up being a lead for him in that sense. And I know his ticket is a lot higher. I know his average ticket's around $450. So even if this client closes half of those leads at let's say 16 leads, right, times 450, in that sense, that's $7,200. So if the client is investing $2,800 overall in a Google Ads with our management fee and his budget, right, and he gets $1,700 or $7,200 back, he's 2.5xing his money essentially. And so, or 3x, well, 2.5, I would say 2.5, xing his money. So even with that, guys, I wanted to make this quick video. Like I said, if I showed every single client the good, the bad, and the ugly, because I'm not going to sit here and lie. We have client results to where 16% conversion rate. They have 8 leads and they've spent like $800, right? And we're spending $100 per lead, and in that area, it's just not good, right? But I would say 9 out of 10 of our clients, 90% of our clients get really good results with us. And like I said, a lot of the factors, there's a lot of different factors that come into play with your competition, how much you want to spend, right? How much you're willing to spend. All of those things make up and definitely, like I said, can comprise what your campaign can do. So if you guys like what you see, go ahead and in the description, schedule a free strategy session, and let's see if we can get these awesome type of numbers for you guys in your business. But other than that, though, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. And like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, put them in the comments. And then also, if you want to schedule a free strategy session to see if we can do the same things for your business, then go ahead and click the link in the description. Look forward to talking to you guys soon, and see you in the next video.